Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. It is September 16, 2019, and it's 4 minutes to 10 p.m. Birmingham. And topic left off a moment ago talking about Jerry Nadler adding Kavanaugh to his list of impeach, and pushing Pelosi out of the way. Seems that he is taking charge now, and congressman, and he's just, I guess he's going to try to up his pay. I don't know. In any case, let's move on to Israel a little bit. I watched a collage. I watched a group of someone had put together a prophecy update, which I get 3 a day in the mail, and usually 1 or 2 of those will have other videos with them where you can watch different clips about different subjects, and most of them are always prophetic in nature. And so they had put together about a dozen, maybe more, little 2 or 3 minute segments. And I sat there and watched Nadler's court kind of overrule God in his courtroom, take him out, swear people in, and don't use God's name in my court. And then adding Kavanaugh to the impeachment list. Again, I said, they have about a 47-word vocabulary, and 3 of those words are impeach. And we have this line drawn by them, by the left, in the left, that we have a clear, definitive line right down the heart of this country defining the good and the evil. In other words, who our enemy is. Trump has done better for this country, more for this country than any president ever. But yet, he's the bad guy. Obama nearly cleaned out every automobile manufacturer and sent them overseas or to other countries. He shut down more coal mines between him and Hillary than anybody ever. They just shut down oil wells. They tried to destroy this nation. Trump has thus far 5,500,000 jobs plus added to our economy, and 4.5 million off of food stamps. There's a job available for everyone who wants it. And there's still lazy folks out there that'd rather sit down and draw their pennies rather than work. And I choose to take them off pennies and let them starve. So those that are able to work but not willing to work is the one I'm speaking for. The ones that can't, help them out. Another thing, I'm a little bit concerned in that collage of these blogs put together of prophetic events by Prophecy Update. One went on. Now, I did a blog on this. In fact, I did about 3 or 4 on this. During the time Kushner was making his rounds in the Middle East, we were getting hit. And then started putting 2 and 2 together. Well, when he's in Egypt doing things and brightening their smiles a little bit, we're over here getting hit by some of the deadliest tornado outbreaks in a long, long time. He's over there doing something else in Saudi Arabia, and we're over here getting hit by a hurricane. Well, is that by chance or is that by stop? I think it's by stop. You're still going against Israel. God can see through muddy water, guys. So with that in mind, someone else went to the Word again, to what the Bible says about the timing of the end days and the things that we'll see. And the description of those things, you see a lot of sea life dying. And we have been watching that for years. My own lake in my backyard, we had 3,000 fish die in 2 days. 3,000. I walked. There were so many, I could only walk about 20 feet at a time, count those in that 20 foot, write it down, and walk 20 more feet until I made a circle around the lake. I did it frontwards and did it backwards. And the number was come up minimum 3,000 fish in that walk that I took. In both amounts added up around 3,000 to 3,300 each walk. Anyway, that's going on nationwide and worldwide as you see whales, pilot whales, beaching themselves, thousands of dolphins, porpoise, seals. Things are dying all over the place. These deep water squids off the California coast come up shallow water and die. And somebody's wonder how far they go. They never come here. And certainly, there's something wrong if they go to Alaska and beach themselves. These are squid. And then somebody had a picture they'd taken of a bear on some rocky points eating squid, the Humboldt squid, that never comes to that part of the world, but yet they're there, dead by the millions. Okay, let's go back. They put some dates together and said, this generation will be the generation that sees all these things happening, the weather, the fires going on, the die-offs of animals in water and above the water. 7,000 white-tailed deer die in the Snake River Valley one single night. And there's been multiple die-offs of them, not just that one night, 7,000 in one night. So you see these things happening worldwide. And in our country, we're beginning to count, finally. But he puts together a thing, said, these are the people, these are the generation that will see my day come, or see their end come. And that's when Jesus said, when you see these things come to pass, then look up and know that you're near going home. So 70-year generation is here. 71 and a half years. Okay? So we're into beyond the 70th year generation. But God said, if by good health, then it could extend to 80 years. Okay, 80 years. Possible for a generation that'll see the return of Jesus and a rapture of the church. We're 1.5 years in to the going toward the 80 years. That leaves 8.5 years. Take the rest of this year, rest of 2019, and then take all of 2020, and then boom, the 7-year tribulation has to begin. Because there's only 7 years left that'll fulfill that 80 years. Guys, we are close. We are that close. And I'm talking about, I'm putting a mark on the sidewalk in Hoover, Alabama, where I live, and drawing that line to California, and we got 1/4 of an inch left. We're here. We're there. That time is up. 1.5 years at best. And I don't think the Lord's going to wait. until the very last day. I'm just saying, please get ready. Look at everything that's going on. Why is the madness going on? Well, it's going on because we are in the last days. The Bible says there'll be madness, almost like madness in the fast lane, if you remember that. That happened over in England. If you don't know what madness in the fast lane was, YouTube it and sit back and prepare to be shocked. That's going on all over the place still. We're winding down, y'all. We're winding it down right now to the last few days. What's a year and a half? I'm 70. What's a year and a half? Nothing. I can make that on 2 or 3 breaths. Guys, there's a lot that's gone under the bridge, and there's not much left. That bridge is going to get torn down here in just a little bit. And way you can cross it, cross it. I think Nadler chose to stay on his side. And I pray for him. You don't have to do that. We don't have much time. And guys, assumption, that is the mother of all screw-ups. Don't assume. Look at the word. Jody Wolf Expoz.